Today has been one of the craziest days in crypto, not because the price has moved so much. Matter of fact, XRP went down to what? 197, perhaps maybe even lower, but actually because of the move upwards. And I took a look at some of the traders down below, linked to Buffett is where most of us are trading on. And today is apparently the most profitable day for our team since the start, basically. So what we've been saying on the channel for a while is when it comes to XRP, if you just religiously buy the dip, and again, this might not work forever, but hey, it has worked thus far, you will most likely be in a significant amount of profit over time. And again, that dip buying mostly was centered around the $2 level. And again, just looking at the numbers today, this is the most profitable day that our team on Buffett has ever seen. That just basically means that people were all buying the $2 dip. Some of them might have actually not done so well on a very, very short term because, hey, the prices went down a bit further. But to put it into perspective, you can see the XP price went down to about 196 or so. And from that point on forward, right now is about up 6%. Now, you might say that this is not the craziest of moves because, hey, going back to about what's the highest point I went to just now? $2.08, even though it's up like 8 or 9 cents since I last tweeted that I'm buying the dip and that it's so cheap, I basically put over on X that XRP is really cheap at this point, and a lot of people agreed. At the same time, I must say, by the way, the stock market ain't doing too good, ain't looking too good. It's looking completely red. Matter of fact, it's looking record red. So that's just a little fun side note. But I'm guessing that even though this is such a small move in comparison to what we saw in November and December, right? Because back then we saw a couple of moves where XRP just moved like 50 cents in a day or so. I'm thinking that people just seriously focused on the $2 mark this time. And again, it went down a few cents or so. Perhaps people were doubling down at the 197. I didn't check the exact details of those trades, but I'm just seeing right now that this was such a record and such a crazy day. Most likely everybody just focused on the same thing because we've been hammering it for such a while. And that's again the fun part. When you zoom out and take a look at XRP, you'll realize that if you just put in let me quickly put in a horizontal line somewhere at roughly the $2 mark. Let's quickly put it in. Well, let's just say roughly there's the $2 mark. If you had just religiously bought every single time, once, okay, this is the first time we can have once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8, maybe 9 times here. You see how much profit you would have made almost instantly every single time. And again, I'm not saying that this will continue on forever, but we established this all the way back in, I don't even know when, maybe February or maybe before that, maybe even all the way right here. If you just focus on some simple levels, in this case here, the $2 mark, there's a very good chance you will be right over time. Again, on the short term, just like here, you may hate yourself or there. This might have actually resulted in a liquidation or a stop out. But that's, again, out of all these different chances, one you might have failed on. And again, you could have still doubled down potentially there at like 178 or something along those lines. Maybe you went in again at $1.80. And make sure, guys, if you've not done it yet, that you go ahead and press the like button on this video by clicking that button right there. And if you're looking to trade in one of these exchanges, here's the link to Buffett. You get yourself some bonuses. Sometimes I have a link above it. That just might mean there's a specific campaign going on. But even if you've signed up before, usually you can still enter the campaigns where you can sometimes win tens of thousands of dollars, or WeX, just a different crypto exchange, or Bybit, again, a different crypto exchange that's going pretty well. But getting back to it, man, things are so crazy on the macro side of things. I mean, when you really start looking at the numbers, things just, I'm trying to get the best angle for the lighting, but I think everything's just going to be bad. Nothing really makes sense. Here it says something doesn't add up. The Dow Jones Transportation Index fell over -9% today. This has never happened without the volatility index, VIX, rising above 35. So why exactly is that? But really, when you start taking a look at it, the Liberation Day, or after Liberation Day, the Russell 2000 has closed in bear market territory for the first time since 2022. Over the last 24 hours, the S&P stocks have raised $120 billion per hour for a total of $2.9 trillion, which is just absolutely crazy. And again, a lot of it has been just confusion, right? And it's mostly all to do with Trump's and the tariffs and the reciprocal tariffs. And I'm guessing that over the short term, more volatility is expected based on negotiations to, I guess, lower these tariffs. And things are quite interesting because Trump, at the end of the day, still just keeps saying that this is all going to make the U.S. super, super strong, while everything else in the U.S. is just going to absolute garbage. And there's another funny thing. One thing that many people pointed out is that Warren Buffett is actually a freaking huge trader. Well, who would have thought, right? That Warren Buffett, one of the most known managers in the world, I guess, was actually a good trader. Well, what he did is he cashed out, how much? $250 billion or so worth of stocks, indices, or bonds, whatever, a while back. If you guys don't remember that, it's been a few months, right? But he did that, and everybody was posting, oh, Warren Buffett knows something. He's been selling all his assets for cash. But most people didn't really pay too much attention. And now, all of a sudden, it's coming out that this guy indeed was able to front run the bear. I'm not saying that the crazy bear market is here. It could just be a little intermediary thing. Because still, I do believe that we will see a bear market for stocks, indices, everything basically within a few months. But even a year or so would not be too crazy for that. This doesn't seem like that logical of a start because I'm thinking Trump wants to spin everything in a positive way. But hey, sometimes you never know. Then again, if we're reflecting it back to crypto, I still believe that dips are here to be bought. I still believe the highest point will be seen somewhere between August and January of next year. So August right now and January of next year, just because we're kind of following along with 2024 and we're following along with the previous cycle still. Still, the cycle I don't think is broken, and I'm super, super bullish for what the near future has to bring for us. But more importantly, XRP, man. If you just always had bought XRP at this $2 mark, you'd be laughing your ass off. We've been saying it yesterday in a video even, and just today, yesterday in a video we said it, then the price dropped to like 197, and now we're right back up to $2.07, 10 cents in the plus. It's roughly like 5% or so. And the thing is, you might say it's not too crazy, not too much money, but think about it, right? If you take this trade with leverage, which you usually do, can be huge for a very, very small move. Now, me personally, I was able to take it at 197, which is pretty juicy as well, but I was a little bit afraid, I'm not gonna lie to you, and so it wasn't the craziest, but let's quickly see. So I have one trade at 199, one trade at 197. Profit could be a bit greater, but hey, you know what? Sometimes even the one with the strategies might not act on it too much, because everything just fell to crap. So for some of the people that didn't take it, I do understand it because the market is in such a crazy spot. But on the opposite side, I just wanted to let y'all know that for our team, this has been the absolute craziest day ever, which I'm surprised with. Even to me, it's surprising that so many people decided to go crazy on the $2 mark for XRP. And I guess it worked, even though it's only up 7 cents. But yeah, that was it for right now. We're going to be enjoying the beautiful greens, and I'll be watching out for monkeys. So yeah, you know what? I'm about to jump. See you guys later.